My favorites this month is an equal mix of hair care and skincare, and I'm so excited to tell you guys about it. Hey everyone, welcome back to Sheri Approved. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new, welcome, and if you're already a part of the Sheri Approved family, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. It's that time of the month and I am trying to be committed this year to giving you guys my favorites every month. But wait, I just can't get over how good I smell today. Listen, I tried this layer and combo for the first time today and I am obsessed. So you all know that I've really been into perfume oils, right? So what I did is usually I'll take the perfume oil and I'll mix it into my lotion. But I just took some of this, just like one dab of the wand, and I rubbed it on my arms and at the back of my neck. And I sprayed Libra. Listen, this is next level yumminess. Oh Lord. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. I did promise at the end of last month's favorites that I would be telling you guys about the Revair, a gigantic machine. So yeah, I have my Revair. I'm holding it up here so that you guys could see, you know, my life thing, but I can't keep holding this because yeah, one of the disadvantages of this thing is that it is quite heavy. But let me tell you guys right now, it is absolutely worth the investment. Now, a little bit of a backstory. So Hadassah's hair texture is obviously very, very different from mine. My husband and I are two different races. We have different mix-ups, and then Hadassah is a mix-up of both of us. And I am not a hair person. So, you know, I'm always like messaging friends and family members and so on to try to get advice with regards to her hair. On top of that, Hadassah swims. And one of the issues that I was having is that, of course, you know, when you get back from swimming, like even though she wears a swim cap, somehow that water is getting there some way, somehow. And even if the hair is not drenched, I don't really want her to like allow the day to pass with that chlorine and all the pool chemicals and stuff remaining in her hair. And I've heard too many stories of people whose hair got damaged, you know, through regular swimming. So what does that mean? That means that I need to wash her hair and dry it when she comes back from the pool. Now, when she was swimming in the mornings, that wasn't an issue, but most of her swimming now is in the afternoons, and she will get home from swimming like after 5 or 6, and Hadassah's hair is thick. Like, have you guys seen her hair? It is super thick. That hair does not dry now. And when I tell you, to use a blow dryer is like doing nothing. I would be sitting there forever and ever trying to dry this hair, and it was becoming too much of a hassle. So I started to research and so on. Revair came up on the scene and I was like, wow, this sounds like exactly what I need. And then when I saw the price, I was like, ooh. So you get a rock back. And I thought about it. I didn't even mention it to my husband because I'm thinking that number one, I already spend way more on hair products for Hadassah and I've probably spent on my own hair because, you know, her hair requires a lot of product and the type of product as well. And I really want to make sure that I keep her hair and her scalp as healthy as possible until I could possibly hand it over. That would be the Lord. Anyways, so the Revair was at the back of my mind. Of course, I was following them on Instagram and videos and posts will constantly come up. And so I decided that that would be the big ticket item that I would purchase on Black Friday last year. So I spent the money, thank God for the discount. I spent the money and I purchased it. I have literally been using it for just over 4 months now. And from the first use, I was completely sold and I was super happy that I spent the money because this device dries Hadassah's entire head in 10 minutes. All the type 4 hair, the type 3 hair, etc., etc. Those of you with very thick hair, those of you who struggle to get your hair dried, and you also want to do it in a safe way, a way that's going to be as protective of your hair as possible. Let me tell you about the Revair. And again, I'm not a hair person, so I have my notes to literally read what they say about it. Listen, just listen. So the Revair draws the hair into the wand using the power, here it is, of reverse air suction. Reverse air suction to create gentle tension that aligns and smooths each hair strand. This unique approach saves you time and effort here, reducing your drying time by up to 70% while preserving your hair's strength, shine, color, and overall health. The Revair has 7 tension settings to accommodate all hair types and is equipped with internal temperature sensors that maintain even heat up to 220 degrees. That's if you're doing it on the high setting, which is significantly below the temperature threshold of which hair is subject to heat damage. So, number 1, it is saving me a whole lot of time. Number 2, it handles her hair and it is taking care of her hair in terms of how it's drying it. It's using this reverse air suction technology, and the heat that it uses is way below the threshold of the level of heat that causes hair damage. When I tell you this was a win. Basically, when you put it on, it has a filter. There's so many videos that show you, like, with regards to the unboxing, what it comes with, how to set it up and all of that. But I just wanted to show you that this part is what you actually use. So when you turn on the button on this side, the suction starts to work, and you just basically hold the hair right here. It's going to pull it in, and you just hold it for the amount of seconds. I think they recommend between 30 seconds to a minute and a half. I do Hadassah's hair, each section, for 45 seconds to each section, and that's enough to get her entire hair dry section by section. Again, it does not take me more than 10 minutes to dry her hair, and basically it pulls it in, and you just turn it off, you get the hair out, and it's done. It is not interfering with her curls, although you can use it to kind of, straighten the hair, straighten the curls a little bit. However, it doesn't mess up with her curls. I could easily have her curls revert with no issues. And again, I'm not a hair expert, but I am telling you that this was one of the best pricey beauty items that I've purchased, and I can't believe that I'm saying that. But here's the thing. I bought it for Hadassah. And about a month ago, I just decided to start using this on my hair. Now, this is the worst. Today is probably the worst day for me to talk about hair products because I literally just came from the gym, showered, put on some makeup, and I wanted to film this so my hair slicked back because it's literally wet. And I couldn't wash it and dry it and everything before I did this video. But I started to use the Revair on my hair. I wasn't really sure what to expect. And guys, I am obsessed. So much so that since I started using it, I haven't used my regular blow dryer. Now, the difference is this is going to give me a pin straight blow dry. And if I want a bouncy blow dry, with the little flip and so on, well, then I'll have to use my regular blow dryer because I'll have to use a round brush. And of course, this is doing all the brushing, whatever, and stuff inside the device itself. But the thing that I noticed the most is that I am seeing way more shine in my hair once I use this. Plus, I know this is using way less heat than my regular dryer. So I am definitely going to continue using this as my main blow dryer. Only if I want to do a bouncy blowout, then I will probably use my other one. But listen, I will just say, either save up your money, wait for Black Friday, or right now, I think I saw that they are having a sale right now for Mother's Day, where I think it's like $60 US off, and that $60 US, yeah, it adds up. If I can find the information, I'll leave it in the description box below. This is not an affiliate. I'm getting no kickbacks from this, although I wish I could. But guys, yeah, I think this is going to save a lot of people, but I know you really need to think about it because it is a hefty investment. But just know that the last 4 months and going strong, this definitely has my stamp of approval. And Hadassah's. And we do have another hair item, and this is also from K18. Now, have you guys seen the new dry shampoo thing that K18 released? I really want to get that to try it out. I didn't pick it up during the Sephora sale, but I hope that maybe sometime later in the year I will be able to try, because so far, at least with the K18 hair mask, guys, that has been a win for me. I just started my second full size. I use that religiously. Like every 3 or 4 washes or so, I will do a treatment. And it's been amazing. My hairdresser has been commenting on the strength of my hair, although I don't have much hair, but the strength of my hair. But K18 released the Molecular Repair Hair Oil. This is what it looks like. I think they released this maybe coming down to the end of last year. Let me just read the information on this and then I'll tell you my thoughts on this. This biotech engineered weightless oil works on all hair types to strengthen, repair damage, reduce frizz at 2 levels of the hair fiber and improve shine. So it's clinically proven to repair damaged hair, to give you 24-hour frizz control, 104% more shine, 78% reduction in split ends, and it also will give you heat protection for the devices, blowouts, your flat iron, your curling iron, etc. up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, the Olaplex hair oil, I really did love. I used that for a long time, and when my bottle finished, I don't know, would it have been like going into 2 years ago, I didn't bother to repurchase. Not because I didn't like it or anything like that, but simply because I felt like my hair was in good enough condition and I didn't really feel the need. That was also the reason why I delayed in picking up this, because I'm like, I don't really use hair oils that much except as part of like pre-shampoo treatments every once and again, you know, massaging my scalp and so on. But I know that I'm going to wash it out right after, because again, my hair is on the thinner side, so oils will tend to weigh down the little bit of bounce that I might have in my hair. This blew me away. Now, first of all, this will take a lifetime for me to finish, because they actually recommend that you use just 1 to 3 drops. I literally use 1 drop of this thing, and that's more than enough for my hair. Now, there are several ways that you could use this, and that was also one of the other things that won me over, because you could use this both on damp hair as well as dry hair. So you can definitely use this in conjunction with the K18 mask. So you know that with the K18 mask, you wash your hair, you do not put any conditioner, you just towel dry it. You apply the K18 hair repair mask, and then you wait at least 4 minutes before either going in with any other styling products, or even reconditioning your hair at that point, or blow drying it, etc, etc. If you want to use this, you do the hair mask, you leave it in for 4 minutes as usual, then you apply your hair oil and you wait 4 minutes again before continuing to style. They say that putting those two together will give you the maximum strength and results. I haven't actually used the oil on damp hair in this combo. I definitely will, however, but I have been using it after I style my hair, meaning I blow out my hair and then I do my flat iron, and then I will take this 1 drop and pass it through my hair. This feels almost kind of like a dry oil. It's not like feeling greasy or very emollient. There is some hydration here, but it's just perfection to give your hair not just the shine, but that frizz control as well. And another thing is that with all the technology that K18 is including in their range of products, this oil obviously is going to work on the surface of the hair the way many oils will work. And it has things like avocado oil, sunflower oil, and you will think just reading that it sounds as though it's going to be heavy. Absolutely not. In fact, let me waste a drop and show it, because yeah, this would last me super long. So this is 1 drop of the product. And you could see, like, watch that. So you could see it's not like very viscous or anything like that. And I want you to look at the shine that it leaves on my hand, right? And oh gosh, and it also smells so good. It has like a, how to describe this boy? Like a light fruity scent. I mean, we love when hair products smell good, right? But literally that 1 drop, I will put in the palm of my hands, rub it together on my fingers, and I'll just pass it through. And it does not feel greasy at all. That's the part that is so amazing to me. I have really been enjoying this. And honestly, I feel like if you are a house that has like a lot of women, you all could probably share this, because this will last you forever, literally. Okay, I did review this next item on Instagram like months ago, but I really wanted to include it in a YouTube video because this really has been a favorite, and this is from L'Oreal. This is the Elvive Hyaluron Plus Pump 72-hour hydrating shampoo. On the bottle it says that it hydrates and replumps hair, and it is for dry, dehydrated hair. So this is what it looks like. This is our 2nd bottle in my house. Both Hadassah and I use this as part of our shampoo rotation. And every single time I use this, I'm just like, yeah boy, this is just such a great shampoo from the drugstore. Now they also have the conditioner as well as the treatment, and those are great. However, I find like I have to use both the conditioner and the treatment together to get the impact that I would get from my Mazel 8-second hair mask. So, I mean, I'll finish it, but that definitely doesn't replace my Mazel for me. But this is definitely a repurchase. We've already repurchased it. And what I love about it is that it works on both Hadassah's hair and my hair. You know, sometimes when you are probably doing like a very clarifying shampoo, it can be sometimes drying on your hair. Granted, you're supposed to be shampooing your scalp and not necessarily hair itself, right? Which I focus on. Sometimes other shampoos could have that impact. What I love about this is that the hair really just feels hydrated and it feels so soft, and I absolutely love it. Like, have you guys tried this? And you know, the thing about it is when we're talking about hyaluronic acid, which is one of the things that they kind of highlight in that product, is we always think about it for our skin, but hyaluronic acid is an ingredient that's popping up in a lot of hair products because it not only helps to fight frizz, but it could also help to hydrate your scalp as well. Yeah, like if you haven't tried it, even if you're not going to try the whole line and maybe you have a really good conditioner that you love, I highly recommend just combining the shampoo with your products and see what you think. It took me months to get my hand on this because the world keeps buying it out and it's always sold out. But when I tell you it was worth the wait, if you're not going to watch anything else in this video, just know that I highly recommend everybody gets the COSRX 6 Peptide Skin Booster. And this is what it looks like. Both my husband and I have been using this. And just to give you guys like the quick rundown on this, this contains hyaluronic acid, NAG, N-acetylglucosamine, and amino acids. On the bottle it says this is for evening skin tone, hydrating, firmness and smooth, pore and sebum care, improve skin texture. And while I could pronounce like 5 out of the 6 peptides, there is one that I will absolutely butcher because it was newer to me and I'm really not familiar with it. So I will put all the peptides on the screen and what they are for so that you could read it. But on COSRX's website, which I highly recommend you go to, such a fabulous layout of all these new derm-intensive products that they have been releasing for more than a year now. And you guys know that I've already done a dedicated video on the vitamin C and the niacinamide and the retinols. I think I included in that video. I highly recommend you visit the website because on the website you will see all the information with regards to the clinical trials, which is why they are making these particular claims. They also included a really nice combination of peptides in this product. Now, besides all the amazingness that COSRX claims, and listen, this is on a tongue right now for what I think is probably the best release of COSRX of all time. In the top 3, and the top 3 for me would not include the snail mucin. So that just gives you a very good idea of how highly I esteem this product. Now, you all know that I've highly recommended, and I still do recommend, the Jumiso snail mucin with peptides. Amazing, especially if you don't want to have to use like the COSRX snail mucin and then the COSRX peptides. That just put everything together for you. So if you want that snail mucin and you want to get the peptides in, I highly recommend the Jumiso. And I am feeling like I am speaking too fast. Yeah, I get excited, right? If you don't want to go down the whole snail mucin line, you don't like that texture, or probably you just prefer not to use it in your skincare routine, maybe you're one of those persons that are allergic to snail mucin and you want to get peptides in, you want to get hydration in. Oh my gosh, do I recommend this product. The texture on this thing is amazing. It is super lightweight, so lightweight. Oh gosh, look at that. I couldn't turn over my hand because it will run off. It feels like water, and I do no less than 3 to 4 pumps every single time I use this. Like, I'm going to finish it so fast. Plus my husband recently discovered it and now he loves the way it also feels on his skin, and he could actually notice the difference that it's making. This is a true first essence type of texture. The perfect thing to apply on your skin as soon as you finish wash. Maybe you do a toner or something and then you want to go in with that like really first skin essence, like, you know, that concept that we had from years ago when it comes to K-beauty. Beautiful texture. But more than that, this works amazingly on my oily skin, AM and PM. It has really gotten a lovely spot in my rotation for both routines. And the other thing is that this is malassezia safe. So those of you with fungal acne or even seborrheic dermatitis sensitivities like me, this is definitely a product that you could use. And they have tested this on acne prone skin. You could literally pair this with any active. So if you're using vitamin C and so on in the morning, you're probably using tranexamic acid, no worries, you could use this. If you're using retinol, your exfoliants at night, your other hyperpigmentation serums, no problem, you can use this. So this is one of those things that's going to fall into everybody's routine so nicely. Yeah, Yeah, have fun, guys. Have fun if you could get it. This is not necessarily another review because I did review this before, but I wanted to come back at you guys with the TirTir Milk Skin Toner. And by the way, this is what the 50 ml bottle looks like. And as you can see, it's a really, really, really good size. Plus, because of how little you need in this, like if you purchase the full size, that'll probably last you a year. Why I wanted to come back at you guys with this is because remember, I was telling you that this really is recommended for like normal to drier skin types, and the brand had said that oily combination skin types can actually use this as a moisturizer. And you all know this is also malassezia safe, and moisturizers is a category that can be very, very tricky for people with fungal acne, seborrheic dermatitis on the skin and all of that. So I decided that I was going to try this as a moisturizer. Guys, 1 to 2 drops max. And I'm talking about using it in the exact same place I will use my moisturizer. And what I have been doing is after my serums and everything, I literally 1, 2. And you will think that that little bit of product, like I can't even bend to show you, right? Yeah. You will think that little bit of product is not going to do anything. But when I tell you, I will do it like this and pat it on my skin and then just rub very slightly. And when I tell you, moisturized, hydrated, my skin just looks so good. Like if you have issues, especially my seborrheic dermatitis people, and you need something to moisturize your skin, I highly recommend you check this out. And the last product that I want to share with you guys today is a cleanser, and I've been using this cleanser I think since, I don't know, months now. It could be last year. And I don't know how come I didn't mention it before. No, I did review for you guys and tell you guys about the Haru Haru AHA cleanser and the new Hamish AHA cleansers as exfoliating cleansers for those of you who want that type of treatment cleanser in your routine to, you know, rotate and use periodically, you know, in addition to probably a regular gentle cleanser. And I completely forgot about this. So this is an enzyme cleanser, and this is by Elizavecca. This is their Health Pore Cleanup Enzyme Powder Wash. And Elizavecca, like, I don't get these names that you always be coming up with for all your products. It's really not attractive to me. I could just tell you that. It's not something that appeals to me, but unfortunately, even though the names don't sound so fancy or they, you know, they're just not up my alley, a lot of Elizavecca's products are quite affordable and they are really good. And this is one of them. Now, this is what it looks like, right? So this has papain enzyme, and enzymes are another way to exfoliate the skin in a gentle way. The same way AHAs will kind of work and break down the dead skin cells. Enzymes also do that as well without you putting something that's very harsh on the skin in terms of like straight on like a physical scrub or something like that. It not only has those enzymes that's going to break down those dead skin cells gently, but it also has ingredients that really nourish and hydrate the skin. So basically it's like a powder, like let me see if I can show you here. It comes out, this is a powder here, and what you do is you add a little bit of water and then you kind of foam it up and you apply it to the skin, and the enzymes get working to start to break down the dead skin cells that are on your face. This is not harsh at all. It is gentle. I love how soft and how smooth my skin feels with this. So if you're probably not into the other exfoliating cleansers that I mentioned and you want to try something like this comes in really good for me. And that week just before my period, this has been so good. So did you guys notice this that's happening here? Yeah. So it's been like 6 or 7 months now that the sweating around my mouth area has been going on, and this is literally me consistently. I am sitting in AC right now at 18 degrees, and I know that the room feels cold and I'm sweating. Yeah. So I have to make sure all the makeup and stuff that I use, the sunscreens that I use, are sweat resistant, and this is my situation. So guys, you know, even if my face probably doesn't look, you know, so nice to look at for the duration of videos, this is the situation that I'm dealing with. And even if I blot this now, I'm going to start sweating again right there. Yeah, that it is what it is. I guess my body is changing. Life is happening. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I'd love to hear any comments down below. What were your favorite beauty items for the last month? And have you tried any of these? Are any of these like piquing your interest? I'd love to hear about it. And I can't wait to see you again in another video. Remember, I do these videos to help you choose the right products, because if you don't have the right products, you have the wrong products. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.